Please be seated. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 30th graduation of the Meadows School, and the first outdoor graduation at the Meadows School. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to recognize a couple of individuals. First and foremost, Brett Peterson, who oversaw all of the placement of the staging, all of the seating, all of the sound design. Thank you, Mr. Peterson. And this event would not have come off, we would not be here today if it were not for Ms. Susie Harrison. She's hiding in the back, but thank you, Susie, for all of your hard work in getting this event together. And I do want to take a moment to recognize the fact that the Board of Trustees has stayed away today as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, and we're trying to keep our numbers down a little bit. But I know I speak on behalf of the board when I say that the entire board wishes the graduates of the class of 2020 the very best, as they recognize that this graduation, as every graduation, is the signature and culminating event of our academic program. In addition, I would like to take a moment, as we do every year, to recognize alumni siblings. Since the very beginnings of the Meadows School, our school has been a family project. The school was started in the mid-'80s by a group of families who were looking for the highest quality educational experience for their children. And as we have done for many, many years, if not every year, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the alumni siblings of the class of 2020. So, alumni, as I call your name, please stand and be recognized. And if you could please hold your applause until the end, that would be great. So to begin, Ari Bernstein's sister Elena from the class of 2017. Parker Bucknam's brother Connor from the class of 2017. Ilana Cohen's brother Adam from the class of 2018. Obina Izianolue's brother Idozi from the class of 2018. Reese Irie's brother Quinn, sister Quinn from the class of 2017. Bentley Jimerson's brother Jim from the class of 2003, and Jacob from the class of 2012. Avery Kokinda's sister Alexandra from the class of 2018. Kwame Kufor's brothers Kweku from 2013, and Nana from the class of 2008. Ethan Lee's sister Sydney from the class of 2015, and brother Austin from the class of 2013. Jason McCallian's sister Erica from the class of 2017. Haley Monkarsh's sister Robin from the class of 2012. Evan Mulholland's sister Hannah from the class of 2017. Clarence Ndubisi's brother Jeffrey from the class of 2018. Vivian Polaris' brother Dominic from the class of 2017. Kiri Pulowski's brother Bailey from the class of 2016. And Wafa Karashi's sisters Isra from the class of 2018 and Naba from the class of 2016. Davidson Rufty's brothers Brandon from the class of 2014 and Archie from the class of 2010. And last but not least, Manahil Tufeil's sister Arisha from the class of 2017. Please join me in recognizing our illustrious alumni. Thank you for being here, alumni. Please be seated. Faculty, staff, parents, trustees, honored guests, and members of the class of 2020, welcome, and thank you for being here. We've made every effort to make today's ceremony as memorable as possible, even under somewhat difficult circumstances. I want to share a brief thought with you that occurred to me shortly after the shutdown of our school in March. And it has to do with sort of juxtaposing two pieces of social media that I saw making the rounds constantly at that time. And the first speaks directly to you, the members of the class of 2020. You've seen the world change. In your short lives, the first African-American president has presided over much of your memory. You were 5 years old when the first iPhone was released. You were 3 when YouTube was launched. You were 2 when Facebook was launched. You don't know a world prior to 9/11, and you've never known a time when the United States was not at war. You began your academic careers just as the worldwide financial crisis was sending the economy into a deep recession. And now, a summer marked by protests in cities around the world demanding racial equality and justice. And now, of course, a pandemic the likes of which most of us have never seen. Indeed, you were born at the dawn of a new century, and you've already seen your share of turmoil, but I want to try to put this in perspective for a minute, which brings me to the second piece of social media that you may have seen circulating earlier this year. If you were born in the year 1902 instead of the year 2002, like so many of you were, on your 16th birthday, World War I would have started and would not have ended until you were 20. Odds are the majority of you young men graduating today would have participated in the fighting, and a good number of you would have lost your lives. Later in your 20th year, a Spanish flu epidemic would hit the planet and run until your 22nd birthday. 50 million people died from it. On your 31st birthday, the Great Depression would begin. Unemployment would hit 25%. When you turned 41, World War II would start. You wouldn't even be over the hill yet. And on your 43rd birthday, the United States would be pulled into that war. Between your 41st and 47th birthday, 75 million people would be killed in that war. Smallpox would be epidemic in your lifetime until you were in your 40s, as it would kill 300 million people in your life. When you were 52, the Korean War would start. 5 million would be killed. At age 57, the Vietnam War would begin and not end for 20 years. On your 64th birthday, you would experience the Cuban Missile Crisis, the tipping point in the Cold War. Life on our planet, as we know it, almost ended. When you turned 77, the Vietnam War would finally end. And this, of course, describes the lives of virtually every American born at the start of the 20th century and fortunate enough to live long enough to see all of these difficulties. Now, I don't share these facts to diminish the hardships or the difficulties that the class of 2020 has already faced or may face. I share them to indicate that humanity's struggle in the face of hardship can yield great things and can change the world. After all, the generations of Americans who suffered through the world wars went on and helped to win those wars, preserving democracy in Europe and beyond. Those who grew up in the shadow of the Cold War and the threat of nuclear holocaust captured the power of the personal computer to give us Amazon, to put a man on the moon, to start Google and Apple. And in the same vein, we have every reason to believe that the class of 2020, so early challenged, so early faced with the hard facts of life, will deliver great things. You, graduates, will forge forward and make the world a better place as a result of the experiences that will shape you beyond the realm of your control. If you'll pardon me for a second, I want to just digress from my prepared remarks for a moment. Because as I look out on the Meadows School Mall, and I see you loving parents and family members, socially distanced, outdoors for the first time in the 30-year history of Meadows School graduations, I'm struck not by the strangeness of our circumstances, not by the uniqueness of worldwide events. As I move through my remarks, I'm struck more and more by the uniqueness of this class. I've had the privilege of working on this campus for 15 years. I've never seen this class as equal. They're truly remarkable. And if what we do today is focus solely on our worldwide events, solely on the strangeness of the moment, we do these young people a disservice. The uniqueness in this moment is them, their accomplishments. After all, this is an impressive group. Of course, They have accomplished 100% of four-year college and university acceptance. They've earned $8.8 million in renewable scholarship offers. That is a record-breaking number, far and away, what any other class has done. 3 National Merit Scholarship winners, 8 National Merit Scholarship finalists, 6 National Merit Commended, 1 National Hispanic Scholar, 1 Presidential Scholar winner, a James E. Casey Scholarship recipient, a 2020 Ronald McDonald House Scholarship recipient, a Coca-Cola Scholar, a National Honor Society Scholarship recipient, Nevada Equitable Excellence Scholar recipient, a 2020 Foot Locker Scholar Athlete Award recipient, a Burger King Scholars Award recipient, a delegate to the United States Senate Youth Program. Their test scores are beyond what we've seen. They feature 5 AP scholars, 29 AP scholars with distinction, 6 AP scholars with honor, and 11 national AP scholars. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a group that has accomplished much and from whom we expect much, as they've shown they can make the most of an adverse reality. The Meadows School Class of 2020. Now, I do want to recognize that some of these graduates have been at the Meadows School for quite some time. These students embody the fact that the Meadows School was founded as a place for students to come to learn for 13 years and more. Graduates, please stand and remain standing as I call your names. To begin with, lifers who started their Meadows School education in kindergarten. Samantha Fetter, Avery Kokinda, and Kiri Pulowski. Added to them are super lifers who began their careers in our beginning school at ages 3 or 4 years old. Basil Atout, Peyton Barcel, Brian Burns, Julianne Kapp, Reese Irier, Bentley Jimerson, Ethan Lee, Brett Llewellyn, Brandon Medina, Evan Mulholland, Arya Natu, Chloe Wynn, Vivian Pilaris, Zain Pasha, Davidson Rufty, and Rubab Wahid. Thank you. Please be seated. And now, to get into our program, without further ado, it is my pleasure and distinct honor to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2020, Spencer Blackmore. I've got a lot more to say about Spencer. I've had the opportunity to discuss Spencer's incredible qualities as a scholar and as a person with his teachers. And when it comes to Spencer, superlatives abound. He's an incredible student, but you likely guessed that from the fact that he's the valedictorian. He took the most challenging course load while getting the highest grades of anyone in his class, after all. But what really stood out to me in my conversations with his educators were the intangibles that Spencer has brought to the Meadows School. One teacher said that even among what is perhaps the most impressive collective graduating class I have seen, Spencer is an obvious standout. The first things that come to mind are Spencer's leadership skills. He's always ready to accept responsibility for any assignment or discussion in class, and he's willing to take a leadership role. As one teacher commented, quote, his comments never fail to be keenly insightful and spur on his classmates to probing, yet always respectful discussion, close quote. His leadership in the classroom does go beyond discussion, however. Another teacher said that he challenges himself, his peers, and his teachers in ways that help them grow as students, educators, and people. More than hardworking, diligent, and intelligent individual, Spencer is wholly invested in every interaction he has. This is true of his schoolwork and his personal interactions. What's more, Spencer has embodied the part of the Meadows School mission that speaks to our desire to inspire in students a love of learning. His teachers speak in almost awe about how much our valedictorian seems to love his studies. Every day he comes to class, one said, with boundless enthusiasm and insatiable curiosity. The only work he turns in is his best work. And finally, I've worked in independent schools for nearly 20 years. And I'm not sure I've ever heard so many faculty members speak so passionately about a student as our faculty seems to speak about Spencer. And so many of them move so quickly beyond his impressive academic qualities to talk about his qualities as a human being. One teacher said, "If my sons manifest just half the sense of kindness and awareness that Spencer has for his colleagues and teachers, I will be proud." Another said, "In Spencer's case, I would say that I have only met a small handful of persons of any age who can match the empathy, reliability, and exceptional character of this rare and extraordinary young man." And finally, and perhaps most simply, the world is infinitely better by Spencer's mere existence in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian of the class of 2020, Spencer Blackwood.
One weekend afternoon, about 7 years ago, my parents sat down with me at our kitchen table and told me that we would be moving. Leaving my hometown, my friends, my school, and all the little imperfections and hidden beauties that made Brevard County home. My childhood was split cleanly in half. The facade of stability, security, and contentment that my static life in East Central Florida had offered was abruptly shattered. On May 31st, 2014, I was forcibly exiled from my comfort zone via airplane. As I watched Orlando's ponds and suburban neighborhoods disappear from view, an unanticipated sense of closure overcame me. I had, on some conscious or unconscious level, accepted the circumstances beyond my control which prompted this life-altering event. I'd chosen to forge ahead into the uncomfortable, the unknown. Though that 12-year-old boy in the window seat of a Southwest airliner lacked the slightest idea of what his future would entail, he braced himself to be immersed in an entirely new environment, with entirely new people, and to stop at nothing to thrive. And thrive I did. As many of those listening may know, entering the Meadows School in the middle of a division is no cakewalk. The beginning of middle school heralds an influx of unfamiliar faces and social restructuring, all of which had long subsided by my first day of 7th grade. As I struggled to find my place in the student body and adjust to the high academic standards, however, my resolve to acclimate was unwavering. Please don't misunderstand. There were still moments of doubt, bad days, yet my determination and my optimistic spirit invariably returned, and I'm proud of. Before long, our forged friendships, which, in the coming years, would flourish into profound and meaningful relationships and appreciably shaped me as a person. Additionally, our incredible faculty opened my eyes to avenues of learning which forever changed my perception of education. When presented with the frightening and unexpected disruption of the aspects of my life which I had always taken as certainties, I chose to view this development as an opportunity rather than a hurdle. An opportunity to push myself to gain new perspective and to remain hopeful in times of doubt. It was by allowing myself to enter the proper headspace that I set myself up to persevere, to overcome, and even to prosper. I bring this message in the context of these turbulent past few months. As we are all acutely aware, the current public health situation has drastically altered the senior traditions and first-year college that we've always taken. Prom, grad night, the senior assembly, the conventional graduation ceremony. The lifers and super-lifers among us have anticipated these milestones for well over a decade. Our first semester of college in the fall will be subject to heavy restrictions, with some universities pledging to limit social life and perform regular health screenings, while other campuses remain entirely closed to students. For many among us, this marks the first instance of factors beyond our control shattering our sense of stability in such a disruptive manner. What we too often overlook, however, is silver lining. Our lives have taken turns we couldn't possibly have imagined a few short months ago, and we've adapted. Understanding that plans are dynamic is crucial to our ability to thrive beyond high school and college, and we collectively, as a generation, have already mastered the art of maintaining internal composure and an external comfort. This skill is tremendously important. Taking an active role in your own future is the first step towards becoming a catalyst for positive change in society at large, particularly during periods of flux when the world is in dire need. 2020 has not been kind to our generation, our nation, our global community. The new decade has ushered in tribulation, continually tested our strength as a species. From the threat of war to battling domestic injustices, humanitarian crises around the day, to hundreds of thousands of deaths from COVID-19 globally. I mention these tragedies not solely as sadness, but rather as a call to action. Those among us whose lives haven't been irreparably damaged by these circumstances are left in a unique position, able and empowered to give service to our communities. Members of our class have demonstrated high achievement across the board, from winning prestigious scholarships and excelling in state competitions in athletics, debate, music, and theater, to passing legislation and lobbying for change. There is no shortage of ability, perseverance, or passion among the Meadows class of 2020. Each and every graduating senior here today is armed with the best high school education Nevada has to offer and imbued with the power to make a difference. Coordinating and attending protests, raising awareness, donating funds and items, and volunteering at community organizations are just a few of the infinitely many avenues through which we can engage with those for whom 2020 has brought the most suffering. It is our responsibility always to remember and to exercise the potential that we have as individuals to influence the world in a meaningful and lasting way. At 6 years old, when I first saw the phrase Class of 2020 on my kindergarten yearbook page, that year felt fantastic. And while I may not recall precisely what thoughts flashed through my mind as I tried to imagine my recent future, I can confidently say that my predictions are far from accurate. However, despite the unforeseen and disappointing nature of many of this year's events, how we choose to define this experience is entirely within our control. Rather than simply allow the phrase Class of 2020 to ignite despair and dispossession, I implore you to remember how we bonded over shared adversity, to cherish the memories we've made with your classmates, and being with pride at the years of hard work which have culminated in this meaningful event to say. Treasure your relationships with those who have stood by you through this misfortune, through constant and unpredictable times, your family, your friends, your community. The Class of 2020 have the power to serve as role models to our younger siblings and current Meadows students, but also as an inspiration to those older than us who may have grown disillusioned with our society and cynical towards our generation. This tall order will not be filled with some pity directed inwards, but rather through action directed outward, into the communities to which we belong. Ultimately, I wish to leave with two things. The first is that, while uncertainty may be frightening, accepting circumstances beyond your control, as well as remaining optimistic and open-minded, will allow you the resilience to adapt and thrive under these conditions. My other message, equally important, is subsequently to harness the resulting stability, channel this energy into your community, and become an agent of positive change. We've acquired a wide array of skills through our years at Meadows, including a strong work ethic, a breadth of knowledge, and service experience, which has equipped us to become leaders who seek to make a difference. So as we emerge from the Meadows bubble and enter into the world beyond, we are more than prepared to number among the lucky few who shape the future of the world. All that's left for us to do is muster the courage to act. Thank you, Spencer. Unfortunately, as is indicated in your programs, Mr. Mark Ding is called away at the last minute and will be unable to address you today. However, he's asked that we forward the graduates a video of his well-wishes report after the ceremony. And now, to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Albert Ronquillo. Good morning, faculty, staff, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of 2020. The role of student body president carries an important responsibility to all of the students of the Meadows School. Reese Iriade has worked extremely hard this year to fulfill that responsibility. In the time that I've known Reese, he has shown so much growth as a leader. Reese always puts the needs of others before himself. His can-do attitude was demonstrated daily, whether it was in band, on the athletic field, class, or doing what is right for the students of the Meadows community. One thing that really stood out to me is his compassion for others. That was evident at a Clark County School Carnival for special needs students, where he and a group of student council members worked the games. Reese embodied the spirit of community service by helping to bring joy to each one of them. Reese's hard work and his empathy for others will pave the way for his bright future. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the 2019-2020 Student Body President, Mr. Reese Speargate.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Rokia. Good morning, graduates, and good morning to everyone that's here to support us today. It's been a while since we've seen each other, and given it may be the last time that all of us are on this campus together, I'd like to deliver this message out of appreciation for the time that we spent with one another and everything that each of you have accomplished. The week that we all eventually realized would be our last day of high school forever, the world seemed pretty normal. The track team was on the bus, ready to compete in their first meet of the year. Both the softball team and the baseball team were anticipating a state championship. Theater kids were starting to audition and prepare for their final school play, and band and orchestra students had been practicing for months for their last high school conference. This was the second semester of our senior year, the best part of high school, the time to showcase what legacy we would leave behind at the Meadows School before we headed off to college. On March 10th, I was having a conversation with Mr. Schaefer. He could tell that I was in a bad mood, and I was definitely frustrated with school and the amount of work that I had at the moment. So we decided to chat for a minute. In that conversation, I sat down and I told him, Mr. Schaefer, I'm tired of high school and I'm ready to move on from this place. But ironically enough, that day actually did turn out to be my last day of high school. His response to my comment was something I've heard him say before in work advisory, but given the context of the conversation and the day that it happened, it stuck with me, and I've internalized it and been thinking about it for the past couple of months. Although I don't remember exactly what he said word for word, he said something along the lines of this. Reese, it's the second semester of your senior year. You've been at the school for 15 years. You should feel that. I keep hearing everyone on our advisory talk about being tired of high school, but people don't realize that every single second semester senior in the world should be feeling that way right now. You should feel so ready to go off to college, the place you want to go, studying what you want to study, ready to meet new people in a new atmosphere, all while figuring out what you want to do in the world. The school's giving you so much, and you've spent so much time giving back as much as you can. Finish these last couple months of high school to the best of your abilities. You have something great you can look back on. And most importantly, be excited for the future. I continued my daily high school routine, just we all seem to be doing. Going to classes, head into the corral, get a bag of cookies, talking with friends about something that happened earlier in class at the lunch table, and playing Smash Bros in the senior lounge. As time went on, however, most of us quickly began to realize that we would not be returning back to school for the rest of the year. Whatever we've been doing on campus at the moment felt incomplete. We missed out on major events we've been looking forward to for years, such as our last prom and grad night at Disneyland. Spring senior athletes were never able to experience their moment as captains and role models for their teams, and many of them unknowingly played their last game during their junior year without even realizing it. We had our last face-to-face conversations and in-person classes with our favorite teachers and classmates, but instead of looking back on what could have happened and what we missed out on, let's look back on the positives and the times that we did have together. No one in the world can relate to what the Meadows experience is and how many of us have grown up basically with one another and known each other for our entire lives. I'm never going to forget the Chinese New Year celebrations when we performed at the Caesar's Palace and we received $2 bills afterwards for good luck. Or how we did those class programs and we're anticipating who would receive the Good Citizenship Award. Or how about wholesome tummies? Or there's field day at the end of school where we did random fun games like throwing wet sponges at each other and playing kickball tournaments and competing in foursquare tournaments.
Let's not forget about the Meadows Middle School, too. Starting my experience off with Mrs. Hilton, being the greatest starting middle school mentor and English teacher. Times we all spent together in middle school through computer class, I'll say, are definitely interesting. Or how about that class trip in 8th grade to Astro Camp, where we were all assigned to random camp counselors and played random games like giant foosball together. Or how about the Galapagos in 7th grade when I ended up contracting a bad case of salmonella and kept getting stabbed by these doctors from Alabama who couldn't find my veins, and they had to force feed me nutty butters because I hadn't eaten for days. But then came high school, the time where we had experiences that shaped who we are today. I could still envision Mr. Hanley's room, that U-shaped desk layout that fostered personal student and teacher interactions. Or Mr. SP's classroom where everyone would race to get a seat in the couch before class started. I'm never going to forget random memories from freshman year, such as that speaker who told us to stare at candles, or recent memories during senior year, like when we all gathered in the senior lounge after school and had to play against Angela's Wii Fit trainer and Zero Suit Samus and Super Smash Bros. But statistically speaking, the class of 2020 is one of the most amazing classes to have ever graduated from the Meadows School. But using numbers and percentages as the only comparison metric for this class in this context is truly meaningless in the long run. Through my experiences with everyone graduating today, I can attest to the fact that this class is filled with some of the most amazing, intellectual, kind, and funny people on the planet. We're an unbreakable community, ready to fight for our futures and change the world for the better. Whether you've been a part of the school since pre-K or you entered the school during your freshman or sophomore year, it's safe to say that through all these experiences and time that we spent together, we're family. But since we're all entering different parts of our lives very soon, it's important to remember your roots. Remember where you came from. Remember the people who helped you become who you are today. Whether those people are in your family, or they're a member of the Meadows faculty, or they're a member of the graduating class sitting alongside you today. And let's make sure to stay connected with one another when we enter the next phase of our lives. Thank you to all the remarkable and unbelievable academic teachers that put their blood, sweat, and tears into providing us with the best education in the state. Thank you to all the coaches and extracurricular teachers at the Meadows for wanting nothing but the best for all of today's graduates. And thank you to all the families that have come here to support us today, support the class of 2020 today, whether you're here or you're on Facebook Live over there. Today, let's celebrate this victory. This class is filled with so many brilliant, unique minds that are going to define this new generation and change the world for the better. I wish you all the best. Thank you for everything.
The senior class president is tasked with helping seniors create fun experiences and fond memories. Claire was exemplary in this role. Claire worked tirelessly to plan a senior walk-in and other events for seniors that created wonderful memories. And although prom did not happen, she had planned what would have been a beautiful one. Claire's quiet and calm personality seems to not coincide with her drive, determination, and leadership skills. Her positive attitude was always present, even when things didn't go her way. I vividly recall the state tennis championship where play started at the Meadows School, and because of unforeseen circumstances was moved to another school. The players were upset, even Claire, but she never showed it. All she said was, "We will take care of it on the court," with a smile on her face. And they did. The summer before her senior year, Claire and other senior student council members had plans to make the senior lounge their own. Claire led the way to make that happen. She even asked if she could create a bulletin board in the building and told me that it will say, "Be the reason someone smiles today." Claire always brings a smile to everyone's face. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce your 2020 Senior Class President, Ms. Claire Strimley, who will surely make you smile.
Thank you, Mr. Onkyo. Good morning. Honored guests, family, friends, teachers, staff, and most of all, to the distinguished class of 2020. I am truly honored to be standing in front of all of you to commemorate the memories and accomplishments of our great class. I would like to thank Mr. Gregerson, Mrs. Larson, Mr. Onkyo, and all Meadows teachers, faculty, and parents for helping make this day possible, for believing in us, and for giving us the opportunity to learn and grow. Class of 2020, we were born when the world was grieving over 9/11, and we are graduating in the midst of a pandemic. I know this is not the senior year we were expecting, nor what we had hoped for. However, I feel these experiences have made us stronger, have given us bravery, and have taught us to enjoy every moment, as life is precious. Whether it be having a slumber party in the commons, playing a giant game of cops and robbers on the football field, or surviving a semester-long quarantine, we are the class of 2020, and I could not be prouder to be a part of this class. 13 years ago, on the first day of school, a little girl who was so shy she could barely utter a word walked in to Mrs. Cruiser's kindergarten classroom, filled with the sounds of other little kids chattering and laughing. Quiet as a mouse, afraid to make even one little peep, I was that girl. At times, I was so overwhelmed, all I wanted to do was go home. But Mrs. Cruiser helped me gain confidence with her famous saying, "Be brave, Claire." While it may be simple, these words have stuck with me throughout the years. Being brave is not about jumping off cliffs or taking risks. Being brave is having the confidence to be oneself and to pursue one's goals in the face of hopelessness. Bravery is about strength, resilience, and leadership during difficult times. And I can say with 100% confidence that the class of 2020 is definitely brave. Not only is each and every single person in this class extremely smart, talented, kind, and caring, but each and every one of my classmates exhibits bravery. Bravery to be themselves, and bravery as leaders. When I came to Meadows as a freshman, I was amazed by how friendly and welcoming everyone was. However, more so, I was inspired by everyone's unique and confident personalities. From small acts of kindness in our own Meadows community, to community service throughout Las Vegas, and even the entire nation, the class of 2020 stands up for what we believe in, and is not afraid to make a difference in the world. Although our senior year may have been different than others, it is one we will always remember. While it is easy to dwell on the events we may have missed, it is imperative that we reflect on and appreciate the incredible experiences we have enjoyed together as a class. Senior sunrise, homecoming, senior sunset, and even our special senior parade have brought us together, united our class, and created memories we will cherish forever. However, as we all part on our separate paths, going to different colleges, pursuing different majors, I want to leave everyone with one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou. Lift up your hearts. Each new hour holds new chances for new beginnings. I encourage each and every one of you to create your own new beginnings. Explore new subjects in college, go outside of your comfort zones, and make the most of every moment you have. I cannot wait to see all of the amazing things that I know the class of 2020 is going to accomplish. Be brave, class of 2020. Be brave to try new things. Be brave to voice your opinions and stand up for what you believe in. Be brave to be your true self. And most importantly, be brave to pursue your goals, no matter what, even if it's a pandemic comes your way. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Are we ready for the fun part? Parents, are you ready? Yeah. Graduates, are you ready? It's a little early for them. I think they've gotten used to sleeping in. Graduates, are you ready? All right, we're doing it anyway. You guys have waited a long time for this and you've worked really hard, so let's have a good time now. First row graduates, please stand. Class of 2020 valedictorian Spencer Jacob Blackwood. Spencer came to the Meadows in the 7th grade, and his conversations in Mr. Hamley's room about life in general, as well as the privilege of enjoying 4 years of Mr. Reddy's sense of humor, are his favorite memories. Not surprisingly, Spencer has earned numerous academic awards during his time in the upper school: AP Music Theory, Honors Algebra 2 Trig, Spanish 4 Pre-AP in 9th grade. In 10th grade, Honors Religion and Philosophy, Pre-Calc BC, AP Spanish Language, Honors Chemistry, and in 11th grade, French Film, AP English Literature, AP Calc BC, and Honors Intro to Law. He earned the honor of being named Student of the Year in 10th grade and in 12th grade, in addition to being this year's valedictorian. Among others, he earned first in the state of Nevada on numerous national French and Spanish exams, is a National AP Scholar, a National Hispanic Scholar, and National Merit Finalist. And with all of this, he considers his most significant academic achievement perfectly reciting Lord Tennyson's The Charge of the Light Brigade for Mr. Cherry's 7th grade history class. Spencer's most meaningful extracurricular activity was volunteering at the LGBTQ+ community center downtown because it exposed him to a workplace setting, but more importantly, it allowed him to help make a discernible impact on people's lives. Spencer is looking forward to making memories with new friends, whether it be trekking through the Appalachians or studying at a New Haven coffee shop when he heads off to join the Bulldogs of Yale University in Connecticut. Student Body President Reese Davis Erie. Reese's diploma will be presented to him by his parents and members of the Meadows School Board of Trustees, Mr. Brian Erie, Dr. Brian Erie, and Mrs. Kelly Erie. Reese is a super lifer, having been a student at the Meadows since pre-K. Reese was named the most improved player in his junior year and Defensive Player of the Year as a senior in football, and his best memory of his times at the Meadows is the junior year football trip to Carson City when they met the Nevada State Controller and began the iced tea tradition at barbecue. Football was Reese's most meaningful extracurricular activity because it taught him lessons of camaraderie, friendship, and dedication that he will use throughout his life. Reese won the Director's Award in Band, is a member of the National Honor Society, French Honor Society, is an AP Scholar with honors, and states that his most significant academic achievement was getting an A in AP Stats and getting 5s on AP Stats and AP Physics. Reese is looking forward to making more friends at Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas, where he will continue to be a Mustang as he joins the L. Hilltop Scholars Freshman Honors Program, as well as the pre-law program and major in engineering management. Senior Class President Claire Ann Strimling. Claire came to the Meadows in 9th grade and is a National Merit Commended Student, Coca-Cola Scholar semifinalist, earned academic excellence awards in history, science, Spanish, English, AP Stats, student government, and AP government. Ranked 2nd in the state on the National Spanish exam in 9th grade, earned silver on the National Spanish exam in 10th grade, gold in 11th grade. She is an AP Scholar with distinction, member of the Cum Laude Society, won the Class of '97 Scholar Award, And she cites as her most significant academic achievement being awarded the Junior Student of the Year Award. A scholar and an athlete, Claire has also won numerous academic excellence awards in track and field, cheer, and varsity tennis, not to mention winning second in 2017 and fourth in 2018 in state tennis for doubles and varsity state champion in 2017, 18, and 19. Her favorite memory at Meadows is the 2018 state tennis championship in Reno, traveling and playing with some of her best friends. Although the competition stands out in her mind, she will never forget playing Cards Against Humanity with JAL in the middle of the hotel hallway and the team singing songs at the top of their lungs on the bus ride. Because service to others is also important to Claire, she started Heart Club, an art-based community service club, and one event at the Shade Tree Shelter had a profound impact on her, because it proved to her that she can use art to make a difference in someone's life. Claire is most excited to meet new people from all over the country, explore subjects and topics she has never learned about before, and take advantage of the plethora of opportunities and experience that college has to offer. She will be a student in the Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Jerry Wayne Applehungs. Jerry is a National Merit Finalist, a member of the National Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, earned high honors all 4 years of upper school, received academic awards in geometry, algebra 2 trig, AP Physics, actually AP Physics 1, AP Physics C, Honors Pre-Calc BC, and AP Calc BC. Jerry began his career at the Meadows in 6th grade, and his favorite memory of the Meadows is the time spent during extended lunches on the football field with his friends. His best classroom memories occurred in band. He started playing trumpet at the beginning of 9th grade with no prior music experience, and he is proud of how much he improved in such a short amount of time. Jerry earned an Arts Award for Symphonic Band during his time in upper school and was even named Most Valuable Musician of the Pep Band this past year. Jerry also credits playing baseball for teaching him a lot about working hard to improve himself and cooperating with a team to achieve a common goal. Baseball has taught him valuable lessons that he will take with him through the rest of his life. Jerry is looking forward to meeting new people, experiencing the world in a new environment on his own, and learning more about his passions in math and science when he joins the Trojans of the University of Southern California in Los Angeles at the Viterbi School of Engineering. Basil Rami Atout. Basil has been a student at the Meadows School since beginning school, making him a super lifer. His best memories are the times when he and his best friends would eat lunch on the football field and play around. Basil's most significant academic achievement was when he aced a test in Mr. Mysick's class. Basil's art is his most meaningful extracurricular activity because it is what he feels he is good at and what he loves and wants to dedicate his life to. Basil is looking forward to independence, being able to control his own life decisions, and hopefully and finally meeting new people like himself when he heads off to college. He will be attending the University of Nevada, Las Vegas in the Honors College and major in entertainment engineering. Michelangelo Lee Barazzi. Angelo came to the Meadows in the 4th grade. He was a 4-year varsity tennis player in upper school, and Angelo credits the tennis program for helping him to hone his team-building skills and make closer connections. His best memory is winning state during the fall of his freshman year. His most significant academic achievement was getting inducted into National Honor Society and National French Honor Society. Angelo was also inducted into the National Art Honor Society. Angelo has been playing chess since he was very young, and during his time in upper school, he came in the top 3 of the state championship. He has also volunteered at the local chess club for many years, teaching kids from kindergarten through 5th grade how to play chess. Through this experience, Angelo feels that he gained leadership skills that helped him to feel confident and secure, and that it made him feel very good because of how the students looked up to him. Angelo is looking forward to expanding his knowledge on finance and sports business, and especially to be ready for the real world when he attends Washington University in St. Louis, where he's been accepted into the Olin Business School. Peyton Lee Garcelle. Peyton started at the Meadows in pre-kindergarten, making her a super lifer. If you know Peyton, you know that she is a scholar an athlete, and a young woman who devotes the rest of herself and her time to serving others. This year alone, Peyton has been awarded numerous accolades. She is a Coca-Cola Scholar, an Equitable Excellence Award Nevada winner, Foot Locker Scholar Athlete Award semifinalist, Diller Team finalist, U.S. Senate Youth Program Nevada finalist, National Honor Society Scholarship semifinalist, Governor's Points of Light finalist, PEO Star Scholarship winner, and Bank of America Student Leader recipient. Each year in upper school, Peyton was a state team tennis winner. In 2016, she placed third in state individual doubles, won state individual doubles in 2017 and 18, and in 2019 won second for state individual doubles. Her best memory is going up to Reno during her freshman year and having both the girls and boys teams win. The legislative work she did throughout high school is the most meaningful to her because she knows with a bill that she wrote and presented in the state legislature, she is changing the lives of over 125,000 students in her home state who have experienced trauma. In recognition of her time and efforts, Peyton was awarded the 2019 Prudential Community Spirit Award Nevada, named the 2019 Association of Fundraising Professionals Outstanding Youth Volunteer, received a certificate of recognition from Governor Sisolak for commitment to community service through outstanding volunteer efforts, won the Congressional Service Award Gold Medal and the President's Gold Volunteer Service Award in both 2016 and 17, and in 2018 and 19, the President's Silver Volunteer Service Award. Peyton is looking forward to meeting a new community of people and exploring the city when she attends Columbia University in New York. Anissa Abdul Alim Beckett. Anissa joined us in 9th grade. During her time in upper school, she earned an academic award in honors pre-calc, was a member of the National Art Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, is an AP scholar, a two-time volleyball state champion, and two-time volleyball regional champion. Her best memory was winning the state championship with her amazing teammates in Reno in 2018. Anissa was student body treasurer during her senior year, and she believes that her most significant achievement while in the upper school was working with Mercedes, Kwame, Alana, and the rest of student council to teach her school and community about the importance of diversity in all things, not just race. Anissa's favorite service opportunity was being able to volunteer at the Joy Prom in her freshman year. Joy Prom is an event designed specifically for people who are differently abled, and she says that being able to spend the evening dancing and having fun with those kids and make them feel special was the best feeling ever. Softball was Anissa's most meaningful extracurricular activity. She says she was able to be part of a team that cared about each other as much as they cared about working hard and winning every game. She added that the amount of heart on her team and the amazing friendships she took from it are lessons to last a lifetime. Anissa is really excited to live right by the beach, but she's also excited to experience new people and environments so she can broaden her understanding of the world. Anissa will be attending the University of San Diego in California, where she will be a student in the College of Arts and Sciences as a behavioral neuroscience major in the pre-med program. Ari Samuel Bernstein. Ari came to the Meadows in 7th grade, and his best memories were from the class trips to Washington, D.C. and Boston, where he bonded with and made lifelong memories with his friends. Ari was a member of the National Art Honor Society, National Honor Society, and National Spanish Honor Society. As an AP scholar with honor, and his most significant academic achievements were receiving the Academic Award for Spanish during his sophomore year and barely passing AP European History. His most significant extracurricular activity was definitely all the community service projects he completed throughout high school. Giving back to the community has become a passion of his through clubs like Make-A-Wish and Spanish Club. The service opportunity that has had the greatest impact on him is the time, multiple years in fact, that he spent volunteering at his local Jewish day camp. Working with children influenced his passion for child psychology, and he plans to major in psychology at the Columbia College of Arts and Sciences at the George Washington University in Washington, D.C. Parker Jason Buckman. His diploma will be presented to him by his mother, upper school director, and me. Parker came to the Meadows during the middle of his first grade year. While in upper school, Parker earned awards in student government, problem solving in mathematics, and was named a National Merit Finalist. A memory he will never forget is when he and his friends were, quote, on top of Rampart. And although the question asked for specific detail, he gave none, so I'm assuming it's better we not know. Parker cites as his most significant academic achievement getting a B in band. When asked about his most memorable service experience, Parker states that he will never forget the impact that running a booth at the Special Needs Carnival had on him because it was instantly gratifying. He could see how much his little carnival game really meant to those kids, and he will never forget the smiles on their faces. Senior year basketball was Parker's most meaningful extracurricular activity because it taught him how to be a good teammate, and he developed an unbreakable camaraderie with his boys. Parker is looking forward to moving from 110-degree heat to 117-degree heat when he attends the Barrett Honors College at Arizona State University. Brian Parker Burns. Brian has been at the Meadows since beginning school, making him a super lifer. The first semester of Mr. Quinn's engineering class during his 11th grade year is his best memory. Brian won third in golf regionals and cites as his most meaningful extracurricular activity sports in general, because his participation taught him many things, such as working together as a team or being an individual and accepting responsibility for himself. Outside of school, Brian's Eagle Scout project showed him what it was like to be a leader and how to plan and carry out a project by himself. Brian is looking forward to being able to meet new people and start a semi-new life and connect with others who share the same interests when he attends the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Julianne Michelle Kapp. Julianne is unable to attend today's ceremony, and we will be sending her diploma to her and do the same for the other graduates not in attendance. Julianne started at the Meadows in beginning school and is another of our super lifers. Julianne's best memory is from lower school when she and Kiri would cartwheel around the outfield during kickball games while the boys would yell at them for not playing. She considers her most significant academic achievement making it through Mr. Vollin's Algebra 2 trig class in 10th grade. And her most meaningful activity outside of school was competitive cheerleading. Julianne loved being a Make-A-Wish group leader throughout high school because she remembers in lower school that she always looked forward to Make-A-Wish movie nights. Julianne is excited to explore Dallas and pursue degrees in fashion media and business while in the fashion media program in the Meadows School of the Arts at Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas. Ilana Ariel Cohen. Ilana began in beginning school and went through 2nd grade at Meadows, left, and then returned in 7th grade. Among her accolades earned in many areas, she is an AP Scholar with Honor, National Merit Commended Student, member of the International Thespian Society, National Honor Society, and the National Spanish Honor Society. Her best memories of the Meadows involved both the arts and athletics. She loved the experience and excitement of volleyball season, especially being on a 2-time state champion team. The joy she felt on that team was only matched by her time on the stage, playing various featured roles in theatrical performances. She believes that she has learned a lot about herself and the world through the characters she has played. Earning academic awards in Advanced Lincoln Douglas Debate, Advanced Topics Literature Seminar, Advanced Topics Modern Physics, and AP Calc BC, she feels that her most significant academic achievement was obtaining excellence in diverse subjects at TMS. She maintained an A average throughout high school, attaining high honor roll every semester. Ilana was also a Distinguished Community Service Award recipient, and the service opportunity that had the greatest impact on her was a project in which she assembled and delivered blankets to cancer patients. After losing her grandmother to cancer, she wanted to provide those fighting the same battle with comfort and warmth in honor of her memory. Ilana is excited to become a more open-minded, aware, and passionate student in person at the College of Arts and Sciences, majoring in political science on a pre-law track at Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee. Trey Havoc Cavell. Trey came to the Meadows School in 6th grade. Trey's most meaningful extracurricular experience was basketball because of the camaraderie it fostered between him and his friends. And his best memory of his time at the Meadows is playing in the state championship basketball game during his junior year. Trey is looking forward to studying what interests him when he heads off to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, joining the Tigers of LSU. Ovina David Easy-on-a-Lue. Obina came to the Meadows in the first grade, and his favorite time spent here was in upper school when he and his friends would use the football wheels and other stuff to play around and have fun. His most significant academic achievement was somehow passing the Spanish AP exam. The service opportunity that had the greatest impact on him was feeding the homeless at his church, because it makes him appreciate what he has even more. Playing bass and music in general was Obina's most significant extracurricular pursuit, because it is a passion he shares with his best friends. Obina is most looking forward to having the freedom to do what he pleases, like to go outside, where you are, when he joins the Bears at Baylor University in Waco, Texas. Samantha J. Fetter. Sam started at the Meadows in kindergarten, making her a lifer. During her time here, she earned arts and academic awards in photography, European history, received a Distinguished Community Service Award, was a member of the National Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, and National Art Honor Society, and was on the High Honor Roll for all 4 years of high school. Sam's best memory of her time at the Meadows was during an honors Euro class in her junior year when the students all just went outside and screamed for a good 5 minutes because they needed a way to just de-stress. For her most significant academic achievement, Sam cites a time when she was extremely ill and missed around 24 days of school in 1 quarter, but was still able to maintain a 3.9 GPA. Even through her own challenges, helping others was always on Sam's mind and in her heart. She started Boxes of Samshine, which had a great impact on her because it brought her through a difficult time in her life and allowed her to give back to others in a meaningful way. Sam's favorite extracurricular pursuit was photography, simply because it helped her figure out what she loves doing. It gave her an outlet and allowed her to stay creative. Whether taking photos at pep rallies, sporting events, assemblies, or photography outside of school while traveling, she was just happy taking pictures. Sam is looking forward to meeting new people and having more options for classes that interest her when she joins the Honors College at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Grace Antoinette Fitzpatrick. Grace was unable to attend today's ceremony. Grace came to the Meadows in the 4th grade and during high school became very involved in journalism, a class she loved and which she said forced her to come out of her shell a bit. Her most significant academic achievement was winning numerous journalism awards, including the Review Journal Most Valuable Staffer Award in 9th grade, the Journalism Academic Award, and the Review Journal 3rd Place Headline in 10th grade. She also received an academic award in World History and is an AP Scholar with distinction. Her best memories are the trips she was able to go on with her friends in different points of her life through the school, Ecuador in 7th grade, Washington, D.C. and Italy in 10th, and Boston in 11th. Grace is looking forward to being educated in one of the most amazing places in the world with her best friends Mercedes Moore and Peyton Barcel, who will be just subway stops away when she joins the Lions of Hofstra University in Hempstead, New York. Grace earned the Hofstra University Presidential Scholarship and will be a student in their honors college. Elia Stephanie Graff. Elia is also unable to attend today's ceremony. She started at the Meadows in the 2nd grade, and her best memory is from her last day in lower school, cooling off in a trash can filled with water and sponges after playing all day in the sun. Elia considers her most significant academic achievement passing geometry the 2nd time she took the class in her sophomore year. Her favorite service project while in upper school was being a member of the paparazzi with Mrs. Callie and other photo students at the Ruvo Brain Center because they had a great time and put smiles on the faces of everyone at the event. Elia's most meaningful extracurricular activity was Make-A-Wish because she got to be a mom for the day. She says, although I wasn't the best, it was very fun and refreshing. Elia is looking forward to being independent and snowboarding every weekend when she heads off to the University of Colorado in Boulder. Jacob Alexander Candler. Jake came to the Meadows in 8th grade, and he considers getting high grades all throughout high school his most significant academic achievement. His best memory of his time at the Meadows was being in Mr. Quinn's engineering class in the 2nd semester. Outside of school, working at the 3 Square Food Bank had a big impact on Jake because he had many different enriching experiences while working there. Jake loves playing tennis, and he enjoyed being a part of the varsity tennis team all throughout high school. He had a great experience competing against different schools and will never forget when they won state. Jake is looking forward to studying business while majoring in business administration at the University of Las Vegas, Nevada. Bentley Lorene Jimerson. Another of our super lifers. Bentley started at the Meadows in preschool, and her favorite memories are of the birthday celebrations with Mrs. Bourbon in kindergarten. Bentley is graduating with high honors. She earned an academic award in English, is a member of the National English Honor Society, the National Honor Society, National Thespian Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, National Society of High School Scholars, and received an Equitable Excellence Scholarship. Her most significant academic achievement was writing an essay in Mrs. Shockey's class, where she compared the apostles from the Bible to the demons in Paradise Lost. Although she says she didn't earn her highest grade by a long shot, all caps, it was one of the only essays she truly enjoyed writing. Bentley created a service project called One Novel Idea, where she and others wrote and illustrated their own children's books with positive and empowering messages. Bentley says that being able to read these stories to the lower school students, as well as to the patients at the Children's Hospital, was one of the more impactful moments of her high school career. Bentley is looking forward to finding independence and an identity when she goes abroad to study law and business at Trinity College Dublin in Ireland. Renee Sharon Joe. Renee began at the Meadows in 3rd grade, and her favorite memories include lower school Foursquare, the Susical, the musical orchestra pit freshman year, and every moment spent with her softball team. Joining the softball team was one of the best decisions Lene made in high school. She says that there was never a dull moment on or off the field with her team, and she will be forever grateful for the memories that will last her a lifetime. In addition to being on the high honor roll throughout high school, Lene won awards, including but not limited to first place on the National Spanish exam 2 years in a row, summa cum laude on the National Latin exam from 2016 to 2019, and the Maureen O'Donnell Oxford Classical Dictionary Award. Academic awards in geometry, biology, advanced topics, literature seminar, and AP psychology. She is a national AP scholar and recently received the $10,000 Angel's Wings Tie Scholarship. With all of this, Lene says she is proudest of being one of the founding members of the Meadows Science Olympiad program and also surviving pre-Calc and Calc BC. Lene created the Silver Lining Vegas Cancer Survivors Network, an organization through which she was able to genuinely impact the lives of people at their most vulnerable and realize what she wanted to do with her future. Lene is looking forward to the California weather and being one step closer to fulfilling her dream of working in the medical field when she attends Stanford University in Palo Alto. Giselle Victoria Kimball. Giselle began at the Meadows in preschool, but left in 1st grade and came back in 3rd. Giselle received the Acting Seminar and Theater Production Awards in addition to the Nevada Thespian College Scholarship, and her best memory was during sophomore year when she competed at the Utah Shakespeare competition, which she attended with her best friend for 5 years. She remembers performing a group scene from A Midsummer Night's Dream and sneaking onto the stage the night before in pitch black to run through blocking, and they ended up having one of the top scores out of the entire competition. She feels acting is also her most meaningful extracurricular because it brought her a sense of confidence and helped her realize how much hard work can pay off. Giselle considers her most significant academic achievement to be maintaining good grades, all the while still playing sports and performing on stage. During her time in upper school, Giselle placed 3rd at state for shot put and was twice the state wrestling runner-up. She also earned All-American in wrestling at the national championships for a dual team. Volunteering to help coach with the youth wrestling team had a profound effect on Giselle because she was able to see the impact that wrestling has on people through a new perspective. Giselle looks forward to meeting new people, creating fun experiences while in college, and of course, the daily phone call with her mom. She will be attending Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Go girl.
Avery Ellen Kokinda. Avery is a lifer beginning her career at the Meadows in kindergarten. She has been on the high honor roll since 6th grade and is graduating as an AP scholar with distinction. A scholar, an artist, and athlete, Avery received the Studio Art 2 Arts and Academic Award, and she says that her most meaningful extracurricular activity during her time in the upper school was in athletics, participating in basketball and cheer. Despite how long her days were, they helped her to keep a schedule and have fun. She earned the Varsity Girls Basketball Leadership Award and the Most Valuable Cheerleader Award in the fall of her senior year. Avery is most looking forward to decorating her dorm, meeting new people, and the school spirit of the Horned Frogs at Texas Christian University in Fort Worth, Texas. Kwame Michael Kufor. Kwame joined us in the 9th grade, and his best memory of his time at the Meadows is becoming an S-tier ultimate frisbee player after sliding on the football field's turf for an unbelievable catch. Although he prides himself for earning the academic award for chemistry and finally getting an A on an essay in DeVito's class, surviving Mr. Vollin's Algebra 2 class during sophomore year was his most significant academic achievement. Serving his community is important to Kwame, and getting Ishibao to make him a Mustang mentor during junior year and helping his protege, Joseph, who has become his favorite underclassman by far, transition smoothly into high school and in the field while throwing shot put is his most significant service contribution. While helping a friend on a homework problem is one thing, seeing another student begin their high school experience just like he began his, supporting them, teasing them, and encouraging them to be the best self they can be, he describes as an almost unreal experience. Although football was one of his most impactful experiences, throwing shot put for track and field will forever be his athletic home. Kwame won first in track and field regionals for shot put, and while being on a team is a feeling he will never forget, nothing beats climbing on top of that first place platform and knowing you won because of your own hard work. Kwame is looking forward to meeting new friends to play Super Smash Brothers with, finding a way onto the ultimate frisbee team, and learning which cement dries the fastest as a civil engineering major, all the while exploring the city of Boston as he attends Northeastern University. Ethan Lee. Ethan began at the Meadows in beginning school, making him a super lifer. He is a National Merit Commended Scholar and an AP Scholar with distinction. Ethan earned 3rd place in the 2018 Class 3A State Championship Individual Boys Doubles in tennis, and 3rd place in the 2019 Southern Region Individual Boys Singles, and was a semifinalist in the State Championship Individual Boys Singles. And he says that his best memory of the Meadows has to be winning the team state title in tennis his freshman year. Ethan earned an academic award in engineering design, but his most significant academic achievement was scoring a 5 on his first ever AP Music Theory. In 10th grade, Ethan had the opportunity to play the violin for patients at the Lou Ruvo Center for Brain Health. And that was the most impactful for him because he was able to incorporate one of his talents into something that he connected with others. When asked what his most meaningful extracurricular activity was, he responded that this is a no-brainer: violin. Not only has he been given many opportunities, such as playing with Tim McGraw at the Academy of Country Music Awards thanks to his violin, but the violin has also given him a fresh perspective on how he thinks in the classroom. Ethan is the winner of the Henderson Symphony Orchestra Young Artist Competition, a finalist in All-State High School Command Performance, won 1st place in the 2016 Silver State Classical Strings Competition, and is a scholarship recipient from the Walker Furniture String Scholarship Competition. Continuing to learn from his peers and teachers is what Ethan is most looking forward to as he attends Pomona College in Claremont, California. Brett Michael Llewellyn. Brett is another of our super lifers beginning here in pre-K. He has maintained high honor roll every year, earned academic awards in math, Spanish, and English, is a National Merit Commended Scholar, and a member of the National Honor Society. A top-tier scholar athlete, Brett won Most Improved Varsity Baseball Player during his sophomore year, First Team All-State Double-A Varsity Baseball, and Most Valuable Player of the basketball team during his junior year. He also won the Coach's Award for Varsity Basketball during his senior year, and his favorite memory of upper school was playing in and winning the senior night basketball game. Outside of school, volunteering at Mountain View Hospital made a significant impact on Brett because it helped him open up and become better at socializing. Brett's most meaningful extracurricular activity was baseball because it taught him the importance of teamwork and hard work. It also provided a sense of camaraderie that he has not felt anywhere else. Brett is looking forward to making new friends and moving forward in developing his career when he joins the Bruins of the University of California, Los Angeles. Andrew Robert Little. came to the Meadows in 6th grade. He cites choosing to take Mr. Quinn's physics class as his most significant academic achievement. In addition to being a member of the National French Honor Society, winning awards for national French exams, degrees of honor and excellence from the National Forensics League, and recognition for success in tennis as well as track and field as an underclassman, in his senior year, Andrew was a Model UN secretary, men's tennis team captain, track and field team captain, received the men's tennis first team award, third place men's tennis doubles and state individuals, and second place men's tennis team state. It is no surprise that Andrew's best memories are of tennis and going to Reno during his freshman year and junior years for state finals with all of his friends. Volunteering at the Meadows Art Camp was his most meaningful service experience during his time in upper school because he was able to connect one of his passions to help younger people in the small Meadows community. Andrew is most looking forward to unique classes and parties at the University of California, Santa Barbara. E-Young is unable to attend today's ceremony. E-Young came to the Meadows in 10th grade, and she says that the highlight of her high school years was the senior speech idea, because for those who did not necessarily have much chance to or have the courage to speak their minds in front of a crowd, it is truly a great opportunity. She not only enjoyed preparing and delivering her speech, but she was also grateful to hear her peers' speeches as they showed their personality and unique life experiences. E-Young is a member of the National Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, as well as an AP scholar, but her most significant academic achievement was not an award or a certificate. It was a brief letter from her literature teacher, Mr. Vance, in 10th grade, telling her that he noticed that her essay writing was improving. She was very encouraged by those words because she always struggled in English reading and writing ever since she transferred to the Meadows as a non-English speaker. E-Young initiated a service project in March this year in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. She started a donation of medical supplies for hospitals, and the process was truly time-consuming, and she ran into many difficulties. But she found it both meaningful and memorable because she felt the warmth from so many kind-hearted people during the rough time. E-Young had never played sports before 10th grade, and the first year she transferred to Meadows, she was convinced to join a sport. She chose softball, and she says it was one of the best decisions she has ever made, not only because she learned to play a new sport, but the team provided her with a great sense of belonging, and she enjoyed every second of the past 2 seasons. E-Young will be attending the University of Washington in Seattle.
Go Dogs!
Ava Gabrielle Mayo. Ava also joined us in the 10th grade, and her best memory was her first winter assembly. It was the first time she saw the whole school come together, and no one prepared her for the singing of the 12 Days of Christmas with the choreography to match. She was a bit startled at first, seeing how even the youngest students knew every step and lyric, but she quickly fell in love with the tradition. Eva has won a number of awards for French, academic awards in statistics, AT literature seminar, and AP psychology, is a member of the National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, is an AP scholar with distinction, earned honors and high honors while in upper school, and won the Model UN Delegate Commendation Award at LVMUN. And she cites as her most significant achievement being part of the Meadows community through representing the school as an ambassador and helping younger students as a Mustang mentor. The service opportunity that had the greatest impact on her was tutoring younger students in English. It was impactful because she could not only share her knowledge in English, but her passion for English as well. Ava was co-president of the 6th place team at the Nevada State Mock Trial Competition, and she states that mock trial has been her most meaningful extracurricular because she has a love for the law, and mock trial let her explore that and encouraged her even more. Ava is looking forward to moving to Southern California and being in a community of powerful women when she heads off to Scripps College in Claremont, where she will study philosophy, politics, and economics. Brandon James Medina. Brandon is another of our super lifers, having been at the Meadows since beginning school. Brandon is the 2019 bowling team state champion, the 2020 bowling individual state champion, and the 2019 baseball state runner-up. Brandon's favorite activity outside of the classroom was playing baseball for 7 years here because he got to make so many friends and just enjoy his love of the game with them. Playing in the baseball state championship tournament during his junior year is his most significant memory. Brandon completed community service by working in a hospice office. He said that he never realized how much work really goes into being a hospice care worker. All of the gear and supplies needed, as well as the organization of the entire company, was amazing to learn about. Brandon is excited for the opportunity to meet new people and further his education as he joins the Toreros at the University of San Diego in California. Jason McCallion. Jason began at the Meadows in second grade, and he says that his most significant academic achievement was getting an A on Mr. Bartland's pre-calc test. Outside of the classroom, hanging out with his friends at the football field during extended lunch days were some of his best times. Jason enjoyed participating in the Make-A-Wish Club because helping to be a part of a school-wide charity event where not only did they have a great time, but it was also for a great cause. Jason won the soccer award for the most improved player of the year in 11th grade, and he says that he enjoyed soccer more than anything else because some of his most memorable moments were traveling to games with his team. Jason is looking forward to making new friends and taking courses that are geared to his field of study as he joins the Rebels of UNLV, where he plans to major in biology with the goal of going into the dental field. Haley Nicole Monkarsh. Haley came to the Meadows in 9th grade. A member of the National Honor Society and National Spanish Honor Society, Haley says that surviving AP European history was her most significant academic achievement. Haley loves softball, in case you weren't aware. During her time in the upper school, she won the Softball MVP Award, the 2019 Female Sportsmanship Award, Coaches Award, the 2019 All-League First Team, and 2019 All-State First Team. Her best memory at the Meadows was playing in regionals last year with her softball team. She said it was amazing to see our team playing the hardest they had ever played before. Everyone was so energized, including the people in the stands, and it was a very special experience. Not surprisingly, Haley's most meaningful extracurricular activity was softball, because it has always been a big part of her life, and playing for Meadows was an amazing experience. She got to see a drastic change in the program, and they had such a special dynamic as a team. It was heartbreaking not to be able to play her last season, but she is grateful that she got to play the other 3 years. Haley also used her athletic skills for the good of her community by participating in Miracle League, which she says had the greatest impact on her because it made her feel like she really made someone happy, even if it was only just for a few hours. Haley is looking forward to experience life as a college kid and getting outside of her comfort zone. She will be joining the Huskies at the University of Washington. Mercedes Moore. Mercedes also joined us in 9th grade, and she is proud of not simply surviving Meadows, but conquering it, and making her family proud by being the first person in the family tree to attend a top 10 university. Here are just a few of the ways she conquered it. Academic awards and excellence in broadcast journalism, cultural anthropology, American literature and composition, pre-calculus and Spanish, AP scholar, the Brit Torino Foundation Education Services Recognition of Excellence, Best Engineering Team Award at MIT's Minority Introduction to Engineering and Science, Coca-Cola Scholarship semifinalist, Jack Kent Cook Scholarship semifinalist, Bruce Fishkin Scholarship semifinalist, Ronald McDonald House Charity Scholarship recipient, and James E. Casey Scholarship recipient. Mercedes' favorite extracurricular activity was Meadows softball. The team was single-handedly the most supportive group of people she has ever met, and she feels like the softball field was where she grew up most. She is disappointed they couldn't sweep at state this year, but she is forever grateful for the coaches, teammates, memories, and friends she made in her 4 years on the team. Outside of school, Mercedes volunteered with the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation and tutored patients on weekends. This service opportunity was especially impactful because the foundation helped her and her family throughout her childhood as her brother underwent treatment. She loved having the opportunity to give back to a foundation that had done so much for her and her family. Mercedes will be studying in the Fu School of Engineering at Columbia University in New York. Evan Hendrickson, Mulholland. Evan is a super lifer, having been at the Meadows since beginning school. Evan's favorite memory is going on the school trip to Africa during his freshman year of upper school. It was a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and we'll remember it forever. Evan also traveled to Belize for a service trip, and he feels that experience taught him a great deal about himself and the world. Evan earned an academic award in U.S. history, but he feels his most significant achievement was being accepted into 7 out of 8 of the colleges he applied to with scholarships to each of them. For Evan, the most meaningful extracurricular activity during his time in the upper school was being the president of the photo club during his junior year. He says he loves photography, and Mrs. Callie is the best. So it was a lot of fun. Evan also earned the Arts and Academic Award in AP Studio Art Photography during his senior year. Evan can't wait to experience a new environment and also meet new people at the University of San Diego in California, where he will most likely major in the dual degree business program. Aria is unable to attend today's ceremony. She is a super lifer. She started in beginning school. Her best memory of the Meadows is of the second grade bake sale. She loved all the time spent in class making their stands and posters, and says it was fun to sell baked goods to the entire school and meet her friends, as well as to help out a great cause. Aria has been an avid horseback rider for the past 11 years, stating it is the activity she loves to participate in the most. And her most significant academic achievement was balancing the difficulty of Meadows and her challenging schedule with riding. She was even able to earn academic excellence awards in 3 classes in 3 different subjects during her time in upper school. Aria even used her love of riding horses as a way to help others. She volunteered at an organization that helps children and adults with disabilities through therapeutic horseback riding. Aria is looking forward to the freedom of college and the amazing opportunities that her education at USC will bring her. She will be studying at the Marshall School of Business and major in business administration. Clarence Kinedu Induvisi. Clarence began here in pre-kindergarten, but left for first and second grade and came back in third. His favorite memory of his time at the Meadows was dressing up in a rat costume for the Chinese New Year parade in kindergarten. A scholar and an athlete, Clarence has earned awards for varsity men's tennis, national Spanish exams, has received academic awards in honors English in 9th and in 12th grades, and AP Physics in 11th grade, received the Rensselaer Medal Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement in the Study of Mathematics and Sciences, is a National Merit Scholarship winner, an AP Scholar with Distinction, and a Coca-Cola Scholar semifinalist. In addition to his most significant academic achievement, which was being named a United States Presidential Scholar by the Secretary of Education, one of 161 presidential scholars in the nation. Clarence's volunteer work at the University Medical Center Hospital was the most impactful because the stories of resilience and perseverance that he heard from patients at the hospital inspired him to remain optimistic in times of adversity and put all of his education and put his all into his education and extracurricular activities. Clarence is looking forward to living and working with the most incredible people in the world, eating everywhere Miss Smilo recommends in Boston, and finally getting to wear a top coat because there was never any need for one in Las Vegas, as he heads up to Cambridge, Massachusetts to attend Harvard University and major in chemical and physical biology on the pre-med track. Chad Jacob Nevins. Chad is unable to attend today's ceremony. He came to the Meadows in 9th grade, and his best memory was giving his senior speech. He has earned high honors and is an AP scholar, and getting an A in Mr. Holland's class was his most significant academic achievement. Chad says that doing community service in a nursing home was special for him, as it gave him the chance to help people who could not help themselves, and it provided him with a new outlook on life. Chad's favorite extracurricular activity was basketball because he enjoyed the people on the team, and he liked playing the sport. Chad is most looking forward to the party scene at the George Washington University, where he will study in the School of Business. Chloe Mai Wynn. Chloe began at the Meadows in pre-K and is another of our super lifers. And her favorite time in all her years here was playing catchphrase on the Boston trip with her best friends and laughing until they cried. Chloe was Freshman Student of the Year, and since then has earned double-digit academic awards in every academic department: English, math, science, history and social sciences, and world languages. She is a member of the Spanish Honor Society, president of the National Honor Society, and a National Merit Scholar. In addition to being an exceptional scholar, Chloe has established herself as a top debater here at the Meadows, and she says that debate has taught her more than any of her classes, at the same time inspiring her to get involved in more community service, politics, and advocacy. She was captain of the debate team and earned numerous accolades this year alone while competing at tournaments all across the country. Winning her last debate tournament at the Bingham Tournament was her most significant accomplishment. Chloe will be heading to Durham, North Carolina, and is looking forward to partaking in Duke Engage, a project in which Duke funds students to travel and work on service projects or research. She will be studying in the Trinity College of Arts and Sciences. Nicholas Scott Oliveri. Nicholas is unable to attend today's ceremony. He began at the Meadows in 9th grade and is proud that he took challenging courses and learned how to overcome academic challenges. He was a member of the National Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, and National Art Honor Society, and lists as his favorite class Dr. Enriquez's economics course. Nicholas enjoyed serving ice cream at the retirement home with NHS for a service activity because it gave him a chance to bond with his peers and the people he was helping simultaneously. Starting a nonprofit organization with his sister was the most meaningful extracurricular, however, because it allowed him to help people in a whole new capacity. Nicholas received the Prudential Spirit of Community Award in 11th grade and the Presidential Volunteer Service Award Gold all 4 years of high school. Nicholas is looking forward to the various opportunities he hopes to have at college, such as internships, when he attends the University of Santa Clara. Vivian Isabella Polaris. Vivian is a super lifer, having been here since preschool, and winning the volleyball state championship sophomore year is her best memory. Earning the Academic Achievement Award in Mr. Vollin's sophomore year math class was her most significant academic accomplishment. For her community service, Vivian says that volunteering at the schools where her mom works, gave her a new perspective on life and sparked her interest for social justice. Volleyball was Vivian's most meaningful extracurricular activity because it taught her all of the qualities necessary to be successful in life that aren't focused on in the classroom. Vivian is a 2-time regional volleyball champion, 2-time volleyball state champion, 2nd team All-State, 1st team Southern League, 1st team All-State, 1st team Southern League, player of the match versus Lake Mead, won the Most Valuable Player Award, 2A All-League Defensive Player of the Year, and 1st team All-State. Vivian is most looking forward to joining volunteer groups at the University of Redlands in California, where she plans to major in environmental studies and public policy. Zain Tosif Pasha. Zain started at the Meadows in beginning school and is another of our super lifers, and his best memory of his time at the Meadows was taking pictures of the Leaning Tower of Pisa with his friends on the Italy trip. Zain won the Gold Congressional Award, the President's Volunteer Service Award, the Basham Long Honorary Science Award, the Indian Chamber of Commerce Junior Achievement Award, is a National Merit Commended Scholar, a member of the National Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, and Cum Laude Society. And his most significant achievement was taking almost every science class at the Meadows. Working at the Garden Foundation was Zain's most meaningful service experience because it exposed him to work in the mental health field, which he hopes to pursue in the future. Zain's most meaningful extracurricular activity was interning at UNLV over the summer because it gave him an insight into what research work would actually be like. Zain is looking forward to exploring a new city and helping with the community there when he joins the Civics Scholars Program at the College of Arts and Sciences at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. Carrie Marie Pawlowski. Carrie started here in preschool, and she's a lifer. Her best memory of her time here is of all the fun arts and crafts projects and programs at the lower school. Carrie is a member of the National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, and National Spanish Honor Society, and she says that her most significant academic achievement was taking 2 AP English classes during her senior year. Being a Mustang mentor in her junior year was the community service, which had the greatest impact on her because she remembers how scary it was being a freshman, so she's glad that she got to be a mentor for someone who's also experiencing the same nervousness she had. Carrie's most meaningful extracurricular activity was being on the bowling team for 3 years because it was a great opportunity to bond with her classmates and make so many fun memories with her friends. Carrie is looking forward to having the chance to be very independent in both her academic and personal life when she attends Gonzaga University in Spokane, Washington, where she will major in public relations in the College of Arts and Sciences. Sire Ren Crow. Sire is unable to attend today's ceremony. She came to us in the 9th grade, and she really enjoyed taking art during her senior year and having a relaxed yet productive class where she felt comfortable and able to be herself. Sire has received academic awards in French and English, was a member of the National Honor Society, president of the National French Honor Society, and her most significant academic achievement was getting first place in the National French Contest. Being a member of the bowling team was one of Sire's best experiences of high school. She says that her teammates were also supportive and fun, and it was genuinely the best extracurricular she's ever been a part of. Volunteering at the Natural History Museum for most of high school allowed her to not only fulfill her community service requirement in less than a year, but it also gave her the opportunity to get real-life experience in the marine biology and zoology fields. Sire is looking forward to the surrounding nature of Eugene, Oregon, as she attends the University of Oregon. Majoring in marine biology will give her many opportunities to spend time learning in the field and experiencing the beautiful wilderness Oregon has to offer. Wafa Aisha Karashi. Wafa came to the Meadows in the 5th grade, and her favorite memory was scoring on her own goal in the first and last soccer game she ever played. Wafa was a member of the National Honor Society and National Spanish Honor Society, and she considers her most significant academic achievement getting an academic award from Mr. Meisick. While a student in the upper school, Wafa spent time interning at Touro University's Center for Autism and Developmental Disabilities. Working with young children ranging in age and place on the autism spectrum was an experience that helped her realize the importance of communication. It taught her how to effectively ensure that the delivery of a message is being well heard. Interning at Touro also impacted her significantly because she learned that she was very interested in cognitive and behavioral sciences. Wafa's most meaningful extracurricular activity was being Secretary of Heart Club because she had the opportunity to provide a creative outlet and source of relief to domestic abuse victims, senior citizens, and young students through the medium of art, something that she loves. Wafa is looking forward to learning more about health and the mind and making new friends from all over the world when she heads west to the University of California, San Diego in La Jolla. Bailey Rose Riddlepeck. Bailey came to the Meadows in 6th grade, and her most memorable experiences were listening to throwback songs during Mr. Vollin's Algebra 2 trig class sophomore year, and throwing Mrs. Blythe a party during 8th period bio freshman year. Bailey was a member of the National Art Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, National Honor Society, and won the Varsity Cheer MVP award. Her most significant academic achievement was passing AP Calculus, and her most meaningful extracurricular activity was cheer because it taught her leadership, patience, and dedication, and it helped her to create long-lasting friendships with her teammates. And this past year, she and her co-captain Avery set out to rebuild the cheer program, which was an immense success. Outside of school, Bailey traveled to Ghana with a program called Global Leadership Adventures, where she volunteered at a primary school to teach the English parts of speech, rebuilt a floor, played with the kids at the park, and explored the community. This service opportunity had the greatest impact on her because it opened her eyes to the social injustices and lack of opportunities available to thousands of children throughout the world, ultimately influencing the career path she wants to embark upon. Bailey is looking forward to meeting new people, exploring Los Angeles, and taking part in the study abroad program at the University of Southern California, where she will be a student in the Dornsife College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences, majoring in intelligence and cyber operations. Elle Taylor Riggio. Elle began at the Meadows in 9th grade, and she will always remember the times eating lunch and studying for whatever test was next period in the locker basement for Rasmussen. Elle was a member of the National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, is an AP scholar, is graduating with high honors, and she considers her most significant academic achievement getting into the National English Honor Society during her senior year. Elle also won the Distinguished Community Service Award, and she says that working at the Animal Adoption Centers for Hearts Alive Village was impactful for her because being able to care for and help provide a new home for rescue animals helped her out during stressful weeks at school. Her most meaningful extracurricular activity was mock trial because the team gave her some of her happiest and funniest memories of senior year. Elle is looking forward to meeting new people from all different walks of life when she attends the University of Puget Sound in Tacoma, Washington as a student in the honors program. The one and only Davidson Fern Rufty. Davidson's diploma will be presented to him by his parents and members of the Meadows School Board of Trustees, Mr. Archie Ruffty II and Mrs. Diane Ruffty. Superlifer Davidson started in the beginning school, and his best memory is pitching in the baseball state championship during his junior year. His most meaningful service opportunity also involves baseball and is when the team volunteered at Miracle League, because he had never experienced anything like that. He says he left there genuinely feeling like he had made a difference. Davidson is a well-rounded young man. During his time in the upper school, he received academic awards in history, physics, and student government, arts awards for photography and band, and athletic awards including the Mustang Award in baseball, the Male Sportsmanship Award, and the Black Lion Award for outstanding character and leadership. He also obtained the rank of Eagle Scout. Davidson states that his most significant academic achievement was receiving Mr. Quinn's very last academic award. Davidson's most meaningful extracurricular activity was band, because it allowed him to stay active in the school and also show his school spirit. He says it also taught him how to manage his time and get up early enough for a 7 a.m. class. Davidson is not a morning person. In college, Davidson is most looking forward to making new friendships and finding out more about himself when he attends Texas Christian University in Fort Worth, Texas. Camden John Sachs. Camden came to the Meadows in 9th grade. Beating Needles in the senior night basketball game is his favorite memory during his time here. Camden earned the academic award in Mr. Santo Pietro's Advanced Topics Modern Physics class, and his most significant academic achievement was earning a 105% on a quantum mechanics interpretations essay. Clean the World in 9th grade was Camden's most meaningful service experience because he made friends with some of the seniors during the project. Camden earned the Coaches Award in 11th grade for varsity soccer, Defensive MVP in 11th grade for varsity basketball, and Most Improved Player in basketball in 12th grade. And his most meaningful extracurricular activity was playing on the basketball team with his best friends. Camden is most looking forward to going to all of the sporting events at UNLV, and he plans to major in entertainment engineering. Zachary Michael Sedlecki. Zachary came to the Meadows in 9th grade, and his best memory of his time here was senior year homecoming because he went with his best friend since childhood, and he had the most fun at a dance ever. Zachary has earned academic awards in Latin, biology, algebra 2 trig, English, AP psychology, yearbook, and pre-calculus AP. Is a member of the National Latin Honor Society, the National Honor Society, Cum Laude Society, and is an AP scholar with distinction. But Zachary says that his most significant academic achievement would be being on the yearbook staff for 3 years and eventually becoming the co-editor-in-chief during his senior year. Although it may seem unconventional to call yearbook an academic achievement, he thinks that it's fitting. Creating the 248-page book every year is something that he loved so much, and he considers it to be one of the hardest but most rewarding classes at the Meadows. Zachary's most meaningful extracurricular activity was being manager of the Meadows football team for 3 years. Going on trips with the team and being able to build a camaraderie with them made him feel like he was on a team for the very first time. Filming their games also gave him the opportunity to study the game of football and develop an appreciation for it. Zachary was born and raised in Las Vegas, so he's excited to spend the next 4 years on the East Coast when he attends Northeastern University in Boston, Massachusetts, to study computer engineering and computer science in the College of Engineering. He will also be part of the University Honors Program. Allison Eva Stone. Allison came to the Meadows in 8th grade, and her best memory was winning the state championship in tennis her first year of upper school. Winning taught her that investing hard work and dedication into something she is passionate about can lead to success. Allison worked for 3 consecutive years to establish a reputation for the Meadows Model United Nations team, having previously won no awards, being named the best delegate at one of her first conventions as one of her proudest academic achievements. In addition to awards for Model UN, Allison has earned academic awards in debate, studio art, and Spanish, received numerous other recognitions in debate on national Spanish exams for girls varsity tennis, was a TMS ambassador, Mustang mentor, was on the 2019 Homecoming Court, a member of the National Honor Society and National Spanish Honor Society. Allison's most meaningful extracurricular activities were both Model United Nations and debate. Model UN gave her leadership confidence, and debate taught her how to look at a situation from multiple perspectives. Allison learned from a young age the importance of giving to the community, and her most meaningful service opportunity has been her affiliation with the organization Locks of Love. She began donating at the age of 5, most recently at age 15, a total of 4 times. Allison is looking forward to exploring the DC area, where she will be attending the George Washington University and plans to major in criminal justice on the pre-law track in the Columbian School of Arts and Sciences. Jared Alexander Stone. Jared came to the Meadows in 8th grade, and his best memory is winning the Mr. and Mrs. Mustang contest last fall. Jared has won numerous academic awards, arts awards for band, athletic awards for men's varsity tennis, and so many awards and recognitions for his achievements in Latin that it is not possible to list them all without needing to get him a chair and some umbrellas for all of you. In addition, he is an Eagle Scout, a Coca-Cola Scholarship semifinalist, National Merit finalist, member of the National Latin Honor Society and Cum Laude Society, and he lists as his most significant academic achievement being selected as a delegate to the United States Senate Youth Program. The Acora Latin Immersion Program was Jared's most meaningful service experience. Fulfilling the pedagogical mission of inspiring young students to love Latin and the classics was incredibly meaningful to him and gave him tremendous purpose. Jared's most significant extracurricular participation was in the Young Conservatives Club. He says that it was great to usher in new perspectives on American conservatism that fostered a meaningful dialogue among students from all grade levels. Jared is looking forward to exploring his intellectual and personal passions with others from diverse backgrounds when he attends Princeton University in Princeton, New Jersey, where he will major in classics and politics. Helen is unable to attend today's ceremony. Helen came to the Meadows in 9th grade, and her best memory was the school trip sophomore year. During her time in upper school, Helen earned arts and academic achievement awards in both honors and AP biology, pre-calculus AB, Spanish, studio art, and economics. She was also a member of the 2018 Girls Volleyball State Championship team, is an AP Scholar with Distinction, and a National Merit Scholarship winner. Helen's most meaningful extracurricular activity was the same as her service opportunity, volunteering at the Summerlin Library, which she has done for more than 3 years. Through this opportunity, she was able to work with children in programs that involve her own hobbies, while also making new friendships and connections with the people who work in the library, as well as other fellow volunteers. Helen looks forward to meeting new people, making new memories, and entering a world of independence at Rice University in Houston, Texas, in the Weiss School of Natural Sciences. Menahil Nasser Tufel. Menahil started at beginning school but left for 2 years and came back in 2nd grade. Her best memory at the Meadows is when Zane Pasha took 20 minutes of freshman history class to debate with Mr. Zimring about why the Panama Canal was not necessary because water levels would naturally even out. Menahil earned arts and academic awards in English, art, math, physics, and journalism. She was named the most valuable staffer for the Review Journal in 10th and 11th grade, was a member of the National Spanish Honor Society, National Honor Society, cum laude, and is a National Merit Commended Scholar. Her most significant academic achievement was taking 4 AP exams in 3 days and managing to get 5s on all of them. Going to Shade Tree with Heart Club had the greatest impact on her because it allowed her to connect with kids through creating art. She says one kid even gave her his own drawing to keep. Menahil's most meaningful extracurricular activity was collaborating at a psychology research laboratory at UNLV for a summer, because it taught her much more about the field of psychology and broadened her knowledge about how humans develop facial recognition and biases. Menahil is most looking forward to exploring a new city, taking classes centered around her passions, and hopefully studying abroad when she attends the University of California, Los Angeles in the College of Letters and Science. Rubab Wahid. Bob has been at the Meadows since beginning school and is our final super lifer of the class of 2020. Her favorite memories are the time she spent working on the yearbook, playing with her teammates, watching Meadows sports, especially on spirit nights, talking with her friends, and all the times she has made her parents proud. Rhubarb has been on the high honor roll all 4 years of upper school, is a member of the National Honor Society, the Cum Laude Society, a National Merit Finalist, Presidential Scholar nominee, and AP Scholar. She considers her academic awards in geometry, chemistry, European history, and yearbook, and her ACT score as her most significant academic achievements. Volunteering at UMC had the greatest impact on Rhubarb because it made her realize that the world is much bigger and more dangerous than she thought. It also increased her appreciation for all of the privileges that she has. Rhubarb's most meaningful extracurricular activities were yearbook and Green Club. A yearbook is important because it immortalizes the memories of a school year so that people are able to refer back to them, while Green Club plays an important role in trying to educate the school on more sustainable habits to benefit the earth. Rhubarb is looking forward to expanding her understanding of the sciences and to becoming more confident. She will be attending the University of Nevada, Las Vegas in the Honors College.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for Rhubarb to join her classmates, please join me in a round of applause for Ms. Larson. Not only was she fighting the sun coming up over the trees here, she also wrote all of those bios in addition to reciting them. So a great marathon of an effort on the part. Graduates, please rise. And now, in the moment you've been waiting for and have waited for longer than any graduating class in the history of the Meadows School, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, faculty, members of the Board of Trustees, these graduates have satisfied all the requirements for graduation from the Meadows School and then some. It is therefore my privilege and distinct honor to present to you the Meadows School class of 2001. Love you, girl! As the graduates begin the recessional, please bear in mind our social distancing requests. Take care of one another. Have a good end to your summer, and thank you so much for being here.